Here's my data wall. The key problem that I found was that students often struggle in math, and teachers are looking for different ways and different instructional strategies to help the students understand the material taught. And research shows that students who are engaged in cooperative learning and mathematical discourse in the classroom often have a deeper understanding of the material taught. So the purpose of my study here was to calculate the effect of using Kagan's cooperative learning strategies and math talks in a 7th grade math class. So my research is comparing their pre-unit test to their post-unit test scores after a 10-week period. In that 10 weeks, the teacher used cooperative learning strategies and math talks. My research question was, is there a difference in pre and post 7th grade math student unit test scores after students received instruction about the number system using Kagan's cooperative learning and Batista and Chapin's math talks theory over the span of 1 quarter or 10 weeks? Here we have the chart that I've created, and I saw that the pre-test mean was 16.91 and the post-test mean was 31.06, with the effect size being 2.32. And on the bottom here on the x-axis, it's 0 to 40, because they could get anywhere from 0 to 40 on the unit test, pre and post. So as we can see, the results from this show that the scores moved 2.32 standard deviations from the pre-test to the post-test. And this is a very large effect. So for my findings, I see that when students receive instruction using cooperative learning and they participate in mathematical discourse, they scored on average 15 points more on the post-test as compared to the pre-test. This is showing me that there is a significant difference in the math unit test scores and the type of instruction given, which was the Kagan's cooperative learning and the Batista and Chapin's math talks. So as I can see from this, what the teacher did work. The scores increased and the effect size was very large. Now, there were some limitations. This data was given to me by a current 7th grade math teacher. So I was not there in person to teach the lesson, but I did communicate with her back and forth about how she taught it and for her scores. And this study was only 2 7th grade math classes, and so for further study, we could look at different grades, maybe 6th grade and 8th grade, or we could look at different middle schools and maybe a larger city or a smaller town and see how these strategies also work in their classroom. A question I have for a further study is there a difference in students' understanding of the number system using unit test scores when considering different assessment methods, such as teacher conferences, multiple choice tests, and student presentations? For this study here, the students were given just a multiple choice test. So I want to look at what if the students were assessed differently? Would we still see the same effect size? Then I have my references down below about the math talks and the different cooperative learning strategies. And that concludes my data wall on pre and post number systems unit test performance. Thank you.